Okay, happy Sunday, everybody. Jeff Myers. Want to talk about the two main topics for this upcoming week, which you need to read prior or during the actual time you're taking the test. That's motivation and management versus leadership. They both go hand in hand because leaders understand motivation, managers don't. Managers are people who are looked at as bosses. They're in the position because they feel they deserve it. They sit in their offices. They have the door shut most of the time. They're working on budgets and working on spreadsheets. They're not out with their people. They assume that the people working for them don't want to even be there. They got to watch over every minute of the day and what's called micromanage. They use the word, you better improve, and I need you to do things for the team. And they threaten and they motivate negatively. So managers the word management is not a good term today. You don't want to apply for a management job. Managers are the ones that get laid off first. You've heard mid-level managers, middle management. Companies out there are looking for leaders. Leaders are people in positions that people follow. They don't follow managers, they follow leaders. Leaders assume that their people want to be at work. Leaders assume that people want responsibility. Leaders spend most of their time training, motivating, going on customer visits, working with the team. They don't say you, they say we can do it. Leaders are much more valuable than managers because leaders increase revenues. People don't quit under leaders, they quit under managers. They quit under the boss. People who work for leaders will come in anytime, extra hours at night, at weekends, because they respect and want to help the boss, the leader. People who have a manager, they try to rip them apart. They don't respect them. Managers in their office all day doing who knows what. A lot of the tasks that leaders do, they do at home the night before. They do on the weekends. Most of the time, they're motivating their people by saying good morning, shaking their hands, giving out awards, sending recognition emails, training. They are involved, and therefore the company flourishes. Lower turnover, better people working for the organization. Leadership is critical. And in the Blackboard case this week, or in Blackboard, you have Richard Branson, a leader, Virgin Atlantic. Colin Powell goes over those 13 leadership roles, critical. If you're going to get anything out of this course, understanding the differences between a manager and a leader is absolutely critical. Motivation is something that has to happen every day between a boss, a manager, leader, and the people that work at the company. Every day, not once a month, not once a quarter, not once a year. Every single day, a simple hello, good morning, how are you? A recognition email, post-it note put on the desk for somebody saying, great job. An email sent to everybody highlighting somebody in the organization that did a great job. Putting up a contest, competition between employees. Putting up a plaque in the office, employee of the month, parking of the month. Think of the difference between Chick-fil-A and Hardee's. If I asked you how many times or who's been to Chick-fil-A in the last 30 days, all of you would be raising your hand. If I asked you who's been to Hardee's, probably none of you. Why? Because management at Chick-fil-A understands leadership and motivation. Hardee's doesn't. Look in the window at Chick-fil-A. What do you see? You see happy people. You see people high-fiving. You see people talking, smiling, laughing. It's my pleasure. And they mean it because they feel motivated. Think about when you pull up to a Hardee's window. Basically throw the food at you. They don't say a word. They're miserable Because management is a boss. Management doesn't care. Look at the airlines. Why is Southwest and JetBlue packed and their prices going up? Because people want to come back to these airlines because the employees are happy. Have you been on Delta or an American and United? So big differences between the two with motivation. Leaders understand that money is a motivating factor, but it's one of 14. Job security, camaraderie, recognition, feeling like you did a great job, job security. All those are motivators that leaders understand that we're all different in terms of what we're motivated by, and they play on that. Managers think the only thing that motivates you is a bonus check. And that passes soon. They don't realize we all aren't motivated equally by money. Some people want more work. Some people want more responsibility. Some people just want to have a place where people are nice, a culture, an environment. Leaders get that. And I can tell you, if you go into a leadership manager position, you'll be a lot more successful and you'll make a lot more money than the typical manager. Think about who your boss is right now. Are they a leader or a manager? If you owned a business, what would you be, a leader or a manager? Manager, you're not going to make it. Management today is a bad word. They should take it out of the vocabulary. The manager's coming. Look at the manager. He's doing nothing, sitting in the office. Okay? So motivation and leadership go hand in hand because leaders motivate every day somehow, some way. Now, there's positive motivation and negative motivation. You should focus as an owner of a business or a leader on positive motivation most of the time, 90%. Negative motivation has to happen for people who don't respond to all your positive things that you're doing. Some people just won't. Some people will always have a bad attitude. Some people will always come in late. Some people will always do an HR issue. Bullying, sexual harassment, theft. So you have to motivate by negativity, Putting somebody on a performance improvement plan, saying if it doesn't improve, unfortunately, you will be let go at the end of the day or end of the week or end of the month. So leaders can't be afraid of negative motivation, but you can't focus on it. 90-10. Management typically threatens and uses motivation as a negative to get those short-term results they're looking for. So there's so much in this chapter. There's good videos on differences between management and leaders, on how to motivate. And I would really, really suggest that those of you who are looking to go own a business or be in a management role, leadership role, branch out on YouTube and find how to lead employees, how to manage people successfully, how to motivate people. Nothing's more important in this chapter. Maybe diversity and global, but really, if you're going to get anything out of this course, the difference between a manager and leader is absolutely critical. We'll talk to y'all later.